Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope you had a great last week and I hope your day is going well. Today we're going to be talking about all things setting powders. So I'm going to be showing you the ones I use every day and how to use different setting powders such as a white one, a pink one, and a translucent one, and just how to maximize your makeup and get it to last all day. I'm going to show products and just techniques. So first thing, I have nothing set right now. You can see my base is kind of sticky and dewy and there's a little bit of greasiness going on. Setting powder will get rid of that completely and give you a dry to the touch base. And if you find a good one, it'll still keep that radiance and glowiness in your makeup. It's not going to make you look cakey or anything like that. You just want something that's going to set your makeup, make it last, and a lot of them give you a good filtered effect as well. So first things first, I have an ivory lavender shade. This is called Ivander by Kimchi Beauty. This one comes with a powder puff, which I don't love using the powder puff, but it's cool for some people if you like powder puffs. And this is an ivory lavender shade. And this product is really, really good to do your under eyes. They also have translucent and skin tone colored ones, which are good for all over setting. I like to use this under my eyes just to give me some brightening, and using a white or lavender or super pale setting powder is going to give you dramatic brightening under your eyes. So this is not for the faint of the heart. This is if you want a really in your face brightening effect. I'm gonna pat a little bit off, and I like to take a brush that's kind of angled. I'm just gonna show you how this really blurs your under eyes and adds some brightening as well as some lightness. It just gives you a really youthful look. Sometimes with this powder, because it does have a white cast, you'll have to go in with your blush again just to build up the color. I'm gonna add a little more so you can see how much brighter this side looks. And again, this is a super glam type of look. It's not for everybody. It's not as natural as some other colors you can use or a translucent one, but it does the job. And it definitely gives you some brightening. You can also use this underneath your contour down here for some extra highlight. You can use this anywhere you would want your face to be more snatched or highlighted, the same spots that you went in with a cream highlight. If you did that, you can put it on the tip of your nose, Cupid's bow, your chin. And just be aware, powders like this sometimes will have a white cast if you take flash photos. So there's the Ivander setting powder. That's an ivory lavender shade. I love that. I really go to this one a lot because I like the dramatic, youthful glow it gives me. I don't recommend using this huge puff under your eyes just because it's going to get a much larger area than you want to be bright. You'll end up with your whole face being like whited out, and I don't like that look. I've used this all over my face before and it's way too pale for me. But if that's your vibe, you can do it that way too. And for this side, I'm gonna go in with a light pink setting powder. So for my skin tone, I need to use light pink or a super light yellow. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible Blur-fection setting powder in light pink. And this is also going to blur your under eyes and give a little bit of brightening, but it's gonna be way more subtle than the white side. It looks like this. So it's gonna be more subtle than the white side, but this is also going to help the under eye blend seamlessly into your blush because it has that tint of pink to it. Again, I like using a domed fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna pat this on this side. And this is also going to give you a little bit of blurring and some brightness. And like I said, it applies seamlessly into that blush and just pulls your look together. And it's a little less intense than the other side. I'm gonna put a little more on. And putting powder underneath your eyes will help the under eye from creasing, will just help your makeup wear longer and prevent it from separating or getting super greasy throughout the day. I hate touching my face and feeling any sort of tackiness, so powder is a must. And you can use this in the same places you use that white one. So I'm gonna take it here. It's just a slightly different effect. I'm hoping the difference comes up, but you can just see that this side is slightly brighter while this side's a little more natural and cohesive. It just depends on what look you're going for. So these are both super tried and true powders. I've used them numerous times and had no issues with them, and they wear very well throughout the day and keep your makeup locked in. I just use these for my under eyes. I sometimes will mix them together, sometimes just use one or the other, depending on what I'm feeling that day. I'll have all the products linked below, so go into the description if you want specific products. Next, for an all over face powder, I like to use a translucent one, and my favorite one on the market is this One Size Beauty Ultimate Blurring Translucent Setting Powder. Mine's a little messy because my toddler drew on the lid with lipstick, so you can see this logo has a little bit of lipstick. This logo right here has a little bit of lipstick crusted in it for my toddler. And this setting powder is really, really nice because a little bit of it will completely set your entire face. You don't have to use a ton of powder like I've noticed with some other brands. It just goes a long way, and it really gives you a faux filter effect. So I'm gonna take about this much, and I'm gonna get a big fluffy brush. So I have this one. You want a super fluffy brush. I'm just gonna put a good bit of powder on, and then I'm gonna set where that blush is first because that's where my face is the most wet, you could say, and I really want that to be dry. And you can just see how this takes away all the greasiness, but it leaves a nice filtered finish on your skin, but it also maintains that glowy radiance that you had underneath this setting powder. And this does not get cakey, and it's super fine, so it's not going to settle into fine lines or creases. And I definitely think this one is worth the splurge. It's just a super, super good powder. And my face, except for right here, and my face is already dry. There's no more tackiness. My whole face is set, and I still have this much powder in the lid, and I had a lot of cream on my skin. So this powder is going to last a long time. They have a light pink in this brand too, I believe a banana one, and skin colored ones. Another good powder on the market that I didn't use today. I don't reach for this one as much as the One Size one, but this one's a little more affordable. This is the JUVIA'S Place setting powder in Coconut Flakes. This is one that matches my skin tone almost, and it is a really good powder. The packaging is really unique. It's a little more wide and thin, and the powder looks like this. It's almost white, but it is a good match for my skin. And we're not done yet. So with powder, you do want to set your makeup just so it'll help break down the powder and just melt everything together and make it last further. I like using this SKINDINAVIA Dewy Finish Setting Spray. A few more affordable options are the e.l.f. Microfine Mist Setting Spray and the Ruby Kisses Dewy Hydrating Setting Spray. These are both super, super good. I like a dewy one, and these ones are dewy and glowy, and they don't leave any sort of stickiness on your skin. So this SKINDINAVIA one is a super fine mist, and it feels really nice, and it really doesn't have an overpowering scent or anything. It smells kind of like a hair product, but not like hairspray. It has actually a really nice scent. I'm just gonna let it dry. So you can either let your setting spray completely dry on its own, or you can take a brush, one that you had the powder on or not, and just dab it in. This helps further just push everything together. I don't know the scientific term, but it works, and it melts everything together and just makes everything look so blended and pretty. And if you have anything that wasn't super blended or anywhere that you didn't completely blend out your powder, this will help set everything into your skin. So now that my skin is dry, here's what it looks like. I think it looks really pretty. I think setting your face makes a huge difference. Before, when my face was kind of wet, you could see a lot of the texture poking through, but these setting powders really erased a lot of that texture and give me a filtered finish, and it looks beautiful. You can honestly take it one step further and find a pressed powder. So my favorites are the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders. This is the Ambient Mood Light Powder, and this is the Ambient Incandescent Strobe Light Powder. And these are a radiant, very soft glow powder. You can use these to highlight, or I like to mix them together and use them for an all over set. after I spray my face. This just adds a little extra radiance and glowiness to your skin, and it just takes it up a notch. And these are kind of expensive, but they're definitely worth the money, and you don't need to use a lot. And I'll always say this, but I started doing this when I was pregnant, and I got so many compliments about my pregnancy glow, and I 100% credit these Hourglass strobe lights for that pregnancy glow, because they do your skin so good and it looks like celebrity makeup. So all in all, I hope this video was informative to you guys. I've been doing makeup for half my life now, and I've learned a lot of different tricks, and I didn't initially use setting powder or setting spray all the time, and now that I do, I feel like my makeup looks so much more polished and filtered, and it lasts all day. I don't have to worry about my makeup breaking down or separating throughout the day. I feel like my makeup 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 hours in still looks amazing, and I credit a lot of the techniques and products I use. I hope you learned how to use pink setting powders, an ivory shade translucent. I need a drink, my throat hurts. I'm just getting over being sick, so my voice isn't fully back, and I've been yapping a lot in this video. But as always, my name's Sparkling Jules MUA on all platforms. Please give me a follow if you liked this video, and comment any future video ideas you'd like to see or any ideas you have for me. I'm always looking for inspo, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and God bless you. Bye.